Do you remember the days when it used to be your child's world? Well, the world's a little bit different now.
Good evening and welcome to KVA News. I'm Vince Saviano and this is my co-host,
Kristen Riddle.
We're here to bring you a special story this evening about local schools and how they are
preparing minds for the marketplace.
First, we're going to look at schools that are preparing the minds of young students by using a fixed growth mindset.
A growth person believes my brain gets smarter the more I practice. If I try hard, I can learn just about anything. Everyone can learn and get better at things. I can learn from my mistakes. Even when it gets difficult, I can keep trying. You can grow your pathways to learning so that the future will be yours. Growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes I can't change. People think I'm not smart if I'm not good at something. I'm smart, so I shouldn't have to work hard. If I ask a question, people might think I'm dumb. Fixed downhill mindset. Growing pathways to learning so that you have a growth mindset include when I practice and when I work hard, I grow connections in my brain. I build pathways to my learning that will help me grow and change. So I push through, grow my dendrites, learning new things all the time. When I work to grow my mindset, then the future will be mine. When you grow these pathways to learn, then what's in your future? Students are actually asked today, do you want a manager's job? Followed by, what job do you want? Then they are asked, how will you do a manager's job?
Earlier this morning, our very own Kristen Riddle was at Meadow Lane Elementary to where she was digging a little deeper.
Hi, I'm here at Meadow Lane Elementary today to see what the children want to be when they grow up. So we're going to interview a few individually just to get an idea of what they want to be in the future.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Police.
A police officer. So why do you want to be a police officer?
Because I want to.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A singer.
Why do you want to be a singer?
Because I take singing lessons.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A police officer.
And why do you want to be a police officer?
I don't know.
You don't really know? Okay.
Okay, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A cop.
Why do you want to be a cop?
So I can save people.
Okay, thank you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A pop star.
Why do you want to be a pop star?
Because I want to rock.
Thank you.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A princess.
Why do you want to be a princess?
Because I love princesses.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A dog dasher.
And why do you want to be that?
Then I like dogs.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
An artist.
And why do you want to be an artist?
Because I'm good at art.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A rapper.
And why do you want to be a rapper?
Because I rap.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
And why do you want to be a teacher?
Because you get to teach fun things.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A policeman.
Why do you want to be a policeman? Okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
Why do you want to be a teacher?
Because it's fun.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be 3 things.
What 3 things?
A horse rider, making money, and post office.
And why do you want to be a horse rider and why do you want to make money?
Well, this sounds really cool and my mom makes money.
What do you want to be when you grow up? So how will you do your manager's position? No open room for being anything that kids normally dream to be.
We're here with Bud Johnson. So Bud, tell us a little bit about your community.
My community is pretty strange. Never changes. Kids grow up, go to school their whole lives, but they can't ever get out of here no matter how hard they try.
Don't you think that if a kid just really worked hard and tried hard and they studied and they applied to a good school, then they could get out of this?
They couldn't get out of here because the schools, they just direct them toward one thing and totally disregard any other interests or things that the students might want to do. It just pushes them towards one thing with nothing else in mind.
The first step. But how do you take that first step? Especially when it comes to college. It was so worth it.
Classes start January 7th. Take
Fish Grill.
It ended with an elf doing a limbo. Today, my merry-making friend Nick and I something. We are warmly greeted with Winter White Cosmos.
By that dress, or maybe you saw your favorite star at an awards show change into a military ball, a holiday party, or you just need a little black dress with a kick. For New Year's Eve, you have got to check out Net Fashion Avenue. They're located at 706 North 7 Highway in Blue Springs, only about a block south of I-70.
Work-related themes and managerial ideas are used in all age groups. All ages of kids were given and were described as management positions.
In upper grades, these become more sophisticated and demanding. Help Wanted signs are displayed throughout the schools, and students starting in 2nd grade are interviewed to receive these managerial positions.
Just Help Wanted. Apply today for your management position. Help Wanted. Schedule your manager interview today. What does all this mean?
Hi, we're here with Stacy Turner. Stacy, you're a manager at JCPenney?
Yes, correct.
And is that what you wanted to do when you were younger?
No, it wasn't. I actually wanted to be a lawyer, and I tried taking debate classes in high school, but I was actually put in home ec classes, so that is why I am where I am right now.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your early education experiences?
Well, when I was younger in classes, we did a lot of pretending like we were cashiers in a store, so it kind of I didn't notice it when I was younger, but now I notice it now that that's where I am. So it was like we were learning to be a cashier to become a manager at where I am now. That's why I feel like schooling is making everyone become managers and not really what they want to be.
Okay. Well, so you wanted to be a lawyer, but you're not. But do you enjoy what you do? Is it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's just not something that I was expecting to do. It's not the money that I was wanting to make, but it'll get me by, so that's fine.
The stimulus response curriculum is now seen in many parts of the country, a scripted teaching method that is being called primitive utilitarianism and Taylorism by some.
Others call this commodification of children themselves.
Hi, we're here at PS 118 interviewing Miss Frizzle, who is a 1st grade teacher. Hi, Miss Frizzle. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. So tell me, how do you feel about your students?
I think that they all have a chance in life. We want every student to know here that no matter what they've done, that there are companies out there in this country that will hire them and that will make them have a chance in life.
What do you mean by no matter what they've done?
Well, I mean, even if they've committed felonies or, taken the wrong path before, we want them to know that it'll still be accepted and that they have a chance as a manager in a company.
Yeah, these are first grade students, though. Do you really think that they're going to commit felonies?
Well, that's just kind of the way that we run things around here, because we never know. There are definitely students who will do that, I know, and so we just want them to know that they do have a chance as long as they, can think like managers, and we want every student to be acting as a manager while they're in the school.
Right.
Yes, in this day and age, they want you to believe, no matter what you do, you can still get an education and become a manager in the world. The education of a felon. Practice active listening.
3.
Earning charts in a classroom bank determine a value on students' work. Thanks for joining us today. That sums up our report over
the issues surrounding America's schools.